Newcastle Motorcycles YouTube channel. Today we're playing on the Honda X-ADV. This could be the Swiss Army knife of motorcycles. I think you can do everything with it. You can definitely go touring because it's comfy and there's loads of panniers and stuff for it. You can definitely have fun on twisty country lanes with it, because I just have been. And then the last bit, off-roading. So we'll have to give that a little go and see what it's like. So yeah, I think you could do everything with this X-ADV. As per usual with these new set of Hondas coming through with your power modes, you can alter it as you're riding along. So I'll press the mode button and you'll see the little dude flashes, and then when you throttle off it says sport and it engages. So we'll accelerate away, hit the button, it's now in rain mode, I throttle off, map engages. So that's it, you can rattle through the different settings as you're riding along, and when you throttle off it engages the one you want. We'll have a quick look at the breakdown of what the different modes are. So we'll have a look what these power modes look like. So there's standard, you've got a nice mix. Sport, you've got all the good stuff. And then rain, you've got all the traction. So you can see the power, the engine brake, and the drives back right off. Traction's really high for rain mode. Gravel, you've got a quick action throttle. And then user 1 and user 2 you can program. So that's where you would do that. So you use your little switch gear, flick it to the right, and it gets you into the dash. You can't have a bit of YouTube content without the obligatory walk round. So here we go. So the new 2025 X-ADV has had a few changes. First of all, look at that nose, way more aggressive than it used to be. Now this particular one's a demonstrator, so it's got the comfort seat on, it's got the wind deflectors on, and it's got heated grip, so that's classed as the comfort pack. Very aggressive, angular looking bike, isn't it? I say bike, it's not a scooter, it's got a gearbox, it's not CV. It's got big wheels, so it's definitely not a scooter. Our class is as a motorbike that changes gear for you. So we'll get up and close to the new bits. So you've got a new TFT dash. Let's turn it on. Obviously keyless ignition, always has been. Hopefully in the bright sunshine you can see that. Now your oil warning light comes up to remind you, and your service lights popped up as well while I've been riding it. And as you can see, the Honda Road Sync app is up and running. Well, if you've got it, you may as well use it. You've got new switch gear for this year. A lot less faffy than the previous one. Your mode button's there. I'll try and get back and hopefully you'll get both in. You press your mode button and you'll see it's gone to sport. And now it's gone to rain and gravel and user 1 and user 2. So yeah, it's dead easy, just flick through that button and it flicks through its maps or modes, and then it's easy as that. DCT gearbox is on that side, cruise control buttons down there, and you adjust it with those buttons there. It's one of the best cruise controls I've come across, dead easy to use, and your thumbs just seem to reach everything. Not like the NT1100, that one's a bit faffy. So we mentioned a new front end. You may have noticed that the indicators are missing. So we'll check out those headlights. Yes, the indicators are now in the headlights. So I'll try and hit the button. And we'll go indicators on. And as you can see, they're built in. Right, now, your headlight doesn't flash like that. This is to do with my frame rate when recording. That is a solid white light to my eyes, but obviously the phone's picking it up differently. But yeah, indicators are built in and they're massive and they're dead bright, and I think they look rather cool. So that's your changes for 2025. You've got new TFT dash, you've got new switch gear, you've got built-in indicators, a revised nose, but probably one of the best bits is this bit here. Your new screen adjuster, so you can pull it out, which unlocks it, and then this handle here moves it up, and hopefully you can see the little marks there, and it's dead easy to move. And then once you've picked your marker, you just lock it off, and that's it. Screen, dead easy to use. So yeah, some cool changes for 2025. Yeah, I've put it into sport now, and as you can see, it's hanging on to the revs a lot more. Standard is way more sedate, but it does make it very aggressive, very, just loads more fun to ride. And with the BHP and the torque being very close together, don't know, kick out the corners mega too. So yeah, 58 BHP, 69 Newton meters of torque. And like I said, you do that, you've got instant go, especially when it's in sport mode, because you've got a quick action throttle now, sorry, a quicker acting throttle. And like I say, if you're in a hurry and you whack the throttle open, it drops a couple of gears. As you may notice, the Honda Road Sync app is up and running. So basically you can do sat nav, you can do music from your phone, you can do weather reports, you can answer text messages, stuff like that, all from the buttons here on the switchgear. So if I flick it up one, there's your weather report. It's now telling me what the weather is in my headset. There's your navigation, and like I say, there's your music. Now if you wanted to, you could go that way, and now it's asking me where do I want to go. So I would tell it, and then it would search, but we'll give that a miss for now. So the plan was to head up to Kielder and capture some cool footage of the X-ADV. So off I headed. Now the downfall with that is Falstone tea rooms were shut. Couldn't believe it. So I thought I'd head to Kielder Castle. Got there, that was shut too. Luckily the cycle shop was open. So I managed to get myself a nice packet of crisps, a Mars bar and a can of pop. Note to self, Kielder is shut on a Monday. So think on, pick a different day. Yes, the new DCT clutch, it's been improved for things like this, doing U-turns. It is loads better. The throttle response is sweeter and nicer. Oh yes, and the Forest Drive was shut, so I had to find somewhere else to play off-road. Now I'm no off-road rider, as you can tell as I tiptoe through the gravel, but yeah, this I think has the potential to be a cracking off-road bike. There's loads of people out there on YouTube doing just this, but a bit quicker than me, so yeah, I think it could do it quite easily. That's enough of this gravelly stuff. Let's head back to work and do the sitting test and a sound check. As we head down the A69, I decided to have a mess around with the cruise control. As I said in the walk round, it's very easy to use your thumbs, find the buttons way quicker than you do on, say, like the Africa Twin or the NT. That's me setting the speed. It's the same button there on the left hand switch gear to adjust it, so you could speed it up, slow it down. Dead easy, great cruise control. One more cool thing that this bike can do as a commuter, it's excellent because it's very scooter like, shall we say. The brakes are up on the handlebars, so your back brake is high up, and it makes it very easy for filtering and slowing yourself down. And that new dual clutch, the way it's been set up, is even smoother and sweeter. So yeah, excellent commuter bike. Look at that, filtering through. Throttle's beautiful, rear brake nice and high, makes things very easy to use. It is an absolute peach round town. Here we go with our sitting test. In I come. I'm your benchmark. I'm 5'10" with a 32-inch inside leg, and as you can see, this X-ADV is tall. 820mm seat height, which on paper doesn't sound that bad, but this is one wide fella. So I do advise getting yourself down to Newcastle motorcycles and having a sit on it, make sure it fits. Now, curb weight 236 kilograms. It is a heavy bike, but because it's obviously most of it's taken from the NC 750, it's all really low slung. Petrol tank is in between my ankles there. Engine's tipped right far forward. Frame's very low slung. So it does feel lighter than what it says on paper. And the good thing is, because it is scooter shaped, you've got loads of places to put your feet and get yourself comfy for those miles that you're going to do. Let's have a little listen to this X-ADV. Keyless ignition, so you press the button, turns on, press to the button. Quite a nice bark out of a standard can. Well, I think I've covered everything. This bike plays on twisty country lanes. It's not too bad for a novice on gravel. It's a great commuter, and I think it would be a great tourer too, because you've got your lovely cruise control and you could eat the miles in total comfort. So hopefully I've answered all your questions. If you do have any more, you know where we are, Newcastle Motorcycles on Scotswood Road. Get yourself in and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye for now.